I look homeless. Jack looks homeless.
Oh, might as well be now.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
It's pretty much sold my life away.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, he sold his life away. We'll get onto that in a second. So he made a deal with the devil. So things are happening. If you haven't noticed already, we're not wasting no time. So I was trying to find some second-hand front wings so we can adjust these arches. Not managed to find any. Well, I did. I was supposed to go to Wales to get them, but not going all the way to Wales for them. Nah, I found some on eBay, some new ones. Nah, they are supposed to be OE spec, but they don't have the bit for the indicator, which is missing. However, I've already took the old one off there, and this one is the new one. We've already cut it out already as well. We need to seam seal it. It goes onto the car. There we go. You can see it's going to go onto the car. Now you might be like, well, why the fuck are you doing that? We made a boo-boo. So when we first got the arches, we willy-nilly went straight into it and fitted it without the wheels. Big mistake with this kit. We found out after we'd done that, the arches themselves needed to go towards the car a little bit more. So we'd already riv nutted the car. So we made a boo-boo. So the easiest solution to fix that, rather than chemical welding where the riv nuts were, is to get another arch, start again, still use the same arch, wide arch, but different original arch. So that's what we're going to do. That's today's video. These are going to be done, these two front arches. New plan. If you see me driving this with mishmash body panels, there's a reason. Can't find anybody to paint it. So my plan, MOT it, do the things we need to get it back on the road, get the plates on it, which I've got private plates for, which they still haven't seen them. I've had them for about fucking a year. But get MOT on it, do that, then we can actually physically drive to some places to get some quotes to spray it. I think that's going to be our best option, isn't it? As we're professional underseal mechanics, we're doing this the most logical way, the only way we know. Which we've put a dress on the wheel, which looks really nice, in the form of a bin bag. We've put a load of rags on it. We've covered the side skirt, covered the door to somewhat degree, covered the bonnet to no degree.
Oh, this corner.
Yeah, we covered that corner. But literally, all this stuff here, with a couple of sections of cardboard, is about to get sprayed and undersealed. Because like I said, we're not messing about. Let's get it done. Old school style, boys. Right, you ready?
Yeah. Wait.
We're going, whereabouts we're going to?
Fuck knows, we need to cover that line.
No! Don't be
You
silly.
just pulled it off.
Right,
I don't know, whatever line you want.
We're about there, yeah?
Yeah, somewhere there.
Don't try this at home, kids.
What? Right, we're not spraying no more.
I tell you something, there's always something in the way of this bloody car. Okay, that's dark. Yes, everything is getting covered. Yes, it's going to look fantastic and amazing. No, it's not. This is just to prevent everything. Yeah. What are we doing up here? Hey, what are we doing? Jack.
Yeah.
Professional. I think we're going to do 2 coats on this, maybe, just to make sure it's all covered. And the other little bits that's really intricate, we're just going to leave it and tidy them up at a later stage, I think. Like just around these sections and all that. But, cardboard. Professionals! Yes! Shh!
You got a line there.
Right, okay. Watch this. Watch me swing. Go! This is how engine building goes at Rusty Autos as well. We use a lot of cardboard to figure it out and put things. It's on my finger. I've got poo finger. I've actually got poo finger.
I've cut my little finger and I don't know how.
So that is Rusty Autos' finest specialist undersealing. That's probably not the way to do it, but we don't really care. Not gonna lie. So that is job 1 done. We're going to do this all over the car. We're going to also do it all underneath. We're just going to spray over everything so it's all perfectly fine. So now while that's drying, we can now carry on with this bad boy, filing it down, seam sealing it, and camera getting in focus just before I finish this shot. What we're doing now is we are seam sealing the inside of the arch. Put tape on, you see masking tape here, just to get us a nice smooth line. Again, you've seen us do this already in one. I know it's a bit tedious and we're all stupid because we messed up, but we're fixing our mistakes, alright, and we don't hide things, okay? We're fixing it. This car's getting done, the car's getting under-sealed, and that's it. Job's a good one, and we're going to drive it round with mismatched panels, because why the fuck not? And then when you do seals with mismatched panels, make sure you take a photo, make sure you put it on Instagram, make sure you tag me and Jack at Rusty Jack C and Rusty Fat, and then make sure you take the piss out of it as well, because it's all mismatched panels. Thank you.
Thank you.
Template for indicator surround. For some reason, like I said, these don't have it, yet they are approved for repair, which makes no sense. So it's there on the original arch. Now we've got to cut it ourselves. Seam sealer's there, masking tape's off, it's all nice and neat. That's going to sit and dry tonight, but you guys aren't going to see that, and then you're going to see us already put it all back on tomorrow and sort the arch out and make sure that that goes on. We're going to record the one side and do the other side off camera because you don't need to see all that boring shite. Next day, seam seal's dried. We've cut out the bit for the indicator down below. We didn't use what we showed in the last method. We'd made a better template because we realised that was silly. So the cutout, obviously you gotta spray that and make sure it's protected because again it's bare metal. We don't want it to rust. That's the whole idea. Making sure that this don't rust. So that's what this is for. Again, because we've cut it, we need to protect it. So the fiberglass doesn't matter because fiberglass don't rust. So that's why that's not done. But you can see it's not bolted up fully yet. But Jack's just bolting it on while I talk shit to the camera. What's after that? We can actually bolt the side skirt back up, can't we?
Well,
can
start pouring it on.
Eh? We can bolt the side skirt back up, can't we?
Yeah,
we've got to.
Can actually.
Yeah. So we've got to bolt the side skirt back up. It's been a long morning already because we've gone through 4 of these riv nut guns. So there's 2 there destroyed. 3. Obviously we put a riv nut in this section here. You can see there, that's so the bumper attaches to there, and it literally broke on the first try, which fucking annoying. Sort your shit out. We've gone through 4 of them on this car. It's either, I think we're just too strong, Jack. I think that's what it is. So what we've had to do is we've had to wait for Louis to come up because we figured out that with 2 people it's not possible. So the wing is all on, it's all seam sealed and everything else, and what we've done is before we was going with, let me just show you, the corner of this was putting it to the light, so here is where it should sit realistically, right there. On a few of the other kits that people's fitted, that's where it should sit, and then some people's fitted them elsewhere, put them further up. The one on the movie, once we've looked at it, is fitted kind of where we've put it. So this is where we're actually going to put it now. We're going to make it so it goes this line here, this top line, so that section actually just cuts this corner here, and it goes obviously further down here. You can see where we've marked it on the bumper and on the side. But when we was doing it the other way, like this, the radial was all wrong. On that side, it was too far this way to the front. So this is why we've had to get another pair of hands, like Louis, and help us hold it in place. Well, 2 of them held it in place, 1 of them looked to where it was, guided it all in, and then the other 2 took over and then marked around it. So now it's in the right spot. This again was the big boo-boo we made, so we're fixing it, and we'll do the same on the other side. While I was waiting for Louis, we have done that side as well. The wing is all off, it's here, seam sealed, indicator surround, well, indicator is cut out as well, so that's ready to go on. The other side's just drying. It's undersealed as well, we've undersealed the whole lot. I'll show you this here. So that's all done there, and we've also gone in the arch all the way around, which again is something that we wanted to do for a very long time, and now we've all of a sudden just gone, let's do it. We're going to do the same under the side skirts, under the back bumper, in the rear wheel arches. We're going to go over it all, and all underneath the car as well. Before we start, I'm super sorry about the wind. Next day, but this is what we're talking about. The side's now adjusted. You can see the distance is actually equal for the wheel. Obviously the car needs lowering as well at the top to make it so it's properly in line, but this is what we was talking about. So this was, the front arch was actually touching this wheel. Now it's the same. We've actually gone ahead and done the other side as well. Again, excuse the wind if it is windy. We're in sunny old England, but that is the same this side. We do need to put a bit of a support under the front bumper so we can pull this forward, because the front bumper is a little bit floppy. Don't laugh at the word. So what we're going to do now is, because obviously we have to cut these slits to fit it, we're now going to fiberglass the front like we did on the back to get the shape, take them off, properly fiberglass them in, sand them all down so they are like the backs. That's what we did down here. Then we're going to spray them, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then we're going to leave them off the car overnight and put them back on the car. Yeah. And then what we've got to do as well after that is we've got to shave some of this closer to the body, which we may record it, we may not bother, just so it brings it in a little bit closer. There's a couple of gaps. There's a little gap here. You can't really see it, to be honest. There's a little gap here. Just there, you can see that. But as soon as the back's shaved and it brings it closer everywhere else, it should be perfectly fine. If you don't know that song, what you doing with your life? Arches are off the car. What? Yeah, it's pissing it down, as Jack pointed out a second ago, but the camera was not in focus whatsoever. So I didn't mean to like take your thunder there, Jack. I'm so sorry. Did you get that joke then? Thunder. I get it. Anyway, so these was on the car, and what we've done to keep the shape. I know it don't look tidy, but trust the process, alright. This is what we did on the back, and look how shit that, no, never mind. Look how good they are. But anyway, so we fiberglassed the front to get the shape, let that harden, took it off the car, and then what we're going to do, well, what we have done is, if I flip this over, well, in fact I can show you on the other one, we then do the back with fiberglass just there to hold the shape, and then what we do after that is, what Jack is about to do is remove this whole thing. Now we didn't sand this for a reason, because we didn't want the fiberglass to properly bond to it, so it should come off pretty damn easy. It usually does. And then what we do with that is, obviously where we've cut it to fit it to the car, we then use some of this Fibrol repair. We use that, and then we obviously use a bit of dolphin glaze as well to fill any pinholes in, get it all nice and smooth, so it looks like this absolute fucking disaster down here. Well, it's not a disaster, but you know. So next step is fill all this out, sand it all back smooth, and spray it. Innit? That's it.
Pretty much.
But we've got to do that times 2. But we're doing it at the same time, aren't we? We're being efficient. So now that one's drying on the back. This one's now getting the pamper treatment with Fibrol. Before we get copyrighted really quick, so just filling it in now with some fiberglass to fill that gap, and then we can smooth it in a little bit more to make it smoother. This is what we're talking about. This is it. I'm so glad that's the air compressor, not your ass. But this is the end result we was after, so it's now all smoothed in where it should be. There's no crack there anymore, except there. But this is what we want. So now what we've got to do is we've got to go over the whole arch, sand it all down, fill any little pinholes in, and then fill a primer it, basically, so it's going to match this. We are thinking of spraying these again. What the hell? There's a leaf. Leaf it out, will you? But we're on about respraying this just so it's orange, so it matches the front, and also this orange, just because if I'm not careful, I'm going to have to change my logbook colour. Aren't I? Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about it. No. So Jack's sold his soul. Is that what we said? Look, Jack's toolbox is there. Why is it there? Because I'll show you. It's empty. Look. Nothing. And that's because he sold his soul for this bad boy. It's a beast. It's a beast. Look at it. Open the drawer. We'll keep going. Watch the arch though. But look at that. What's funny though is there's a hint right here for the future.
Yes.
But we're not even going to say anything.
No.
So they'll find that in some time. But if you think you know what that means, comment down below because I'm interested to know. What we're going to do now is we're going to leave this here. We're going to pin all those bits. The other arch is down there still drying. For some reason the fiberglass just didn't want to dry very quick. But this one did luckily. We're going to do the same the other side. Pin all them, fill it in, spray it, primer it, get them back on. No, in fact we're going to leave them off the car, aren't we? For the next one. So next one will probably be next week. We're going to do some other bits to the 350. So like I said, it's all go now. We've got these front wings. We can actually do something with it, progress, drive it round and get it MOT'd and get it sprayed hopefully. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, make sure you're hitting the like button, make sure you're commenting down below for this financial mistake right here.
It's not financial mistake.
Well,
it's an investment.
It's an investment, what? Very fucking expensive investment.